Toledo.
Wake your ass up.
You're listening to the 419 Grind, Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Wake up.
You are now listening to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, presented by 419 The Grind.
Studio. It is the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show, presented to you by the 419 Grind Podcast Network. Did y'all hear what I said? Network on Monday, man. I want to say good morning. I'm back in the studio with the lovely ladies. Y'all can get ready for a show today. Hey, Leah Renee.
Hey.
And Miss Shay K.
What's going on?
How y'all doing this morning?
Doing good.
Man, y'all sound so weak. I promise you don't come on this show acting like that. Tighten up. It's grinding this morning.
I had a long night, so I'm just still trying to recover. That's all.
For sure. And I definitely know what you mean. I want to say good morning and thank you to each and every last one of you. If you're with your family, if you're with your friends, good morning. Thank you to the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. You can expect a great show today. Y'all know what? I'm still eating my Thanksgiving from Wednesday. How many of y'all still got some food in the refrigerator?
I definitely got food left over, but I'm over it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm over it. Matter of fact, I've been over it since like Saturday. Yeah.
How many of us still have our kids eating the leftovers?
Oh, my kids they've been over it.
Yeah. We did tacos last night, actually.
My niece made chalupas last night.
Well, definitely those that had a chance to spend time with family and friends. It was a little different this year.
Yeah, shout out to our engineer, DeJuan, because we came by the studio last night and he did our holiday pictures for us.
Okay.
So we had fun doing that.
Big ups to all of our team. Our executive producer, Jesse Coleman, our executive intern, DeJuan, Murky Murk, Trey, JB,
yes.
Victor J. Coleman. Again, we want to thank each and every last one of you for grinding with us this morning. We back in the studio. We've been off for a few days, ladies, so now, we have to really just kind of, grind back with the grinders.
Yeah, we had a nice little break.
Yeah, we did.
And I ain't gonna lie, that was a nice, well-needed break. I got a lot of studying done.
All right.
Yes.
So yeah, it was
And you
good.
still ain't passing? Girl,
Man, you know what?
It's hard in nursing school. Like Tasha Mack said, it's
I
hard.
ain't You know what? I'm not even going to play with you about that nursing school. Thank you for your service.
It's I've always heard nurses talk about, being in school and they'd be like, oh, it's so hard. It's much harder than all these other programs. And I'm like, I done got a bachelor's degree. Can't be harder than that. Listen.
It's real.
Man, it's real. So
Yes.
shout out to all the nurses out there who have made it through already and who are out there being essential workers right now. Because that is, it's a major thing.
School ain't nothing to play with, especially when it's beneficial and the grind is real. But we want to thank each and every last one of you for joining us. If you're not watching us live on Facebook, you can see us on YouTube. We are on iHeartRadio. This is the most interactive podcast morning show in the country. Ain't nobody else doing it like us. And we want to thank each and every last one of you for grinding with us, where we are a variety morning show. We talk about sports, religion, politics, entertainment, hoes, men, prostitutes, you name it. This is
I know, we both looked up like, oh, okay.
This is Expect the Unexpected morning show right here. It's the first of its kind. Nobody else is doing it like this, especially when you got two beautiful ladies in the studio and they both got on red today.
Hey.
We got power tits today, baby.
Power tits.
That might be the name of the show.
Power tits.
I need a little bit more though. I need some power in my tits.
Them Austin Power ones.
But I love y'all shirts. We both representing the brand. Got to give a big thank you to one of our sponsors, Leah. You're rocking
Yes, because I eat a hot box.
Hot box.
Period. Hot box.
Shout out to our girl Keitha.
Yes.
For being one of our sponsors. And then, of course, Shay, you got on the Hustle, Grind, and Shine.
Hey.
When I say them shirts took the streets over, everybody, if you don't got your Hustle, Grind, and Shine T-shirt, and right now we got hoodies.
Yes.
So you can rock the hoodie.
I got the black and white one.
I need to get me one.
I snuck in one day and it was like sitting on the couch over there, and I was like, "Whose is this?" And Dewan was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Well, it's mine."
Actually, you got the Gladiator one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We got those ones now. Okay, I'm gonna have to steal one. I had to steal another one.
She took the wrong one.
But it did look good on you, though. Jesse was like, "Oh, that look good on her." So again, make sure you support. This is an interactive show that will support you as we support others. Want to just take a moment to say good morning to Chris McBrayer, Cooter, Shay K. I see you on here too, and all our other grinders. We thank you for voting for us to be the best local podcast.
Yes.
Best anchor duo.
Yes.
Like, we the ones they talking about.
Yes.
And we want to thank each and every last one of y'all for grinding with us this morning. But this is also a radio podcast, so we get to play dope music, Shay.
Yes.
Like from Toledo's own. Like, remember when Toledo, I remember when Bubble Up.
Oh my God, Bubble Up was a spot.
Bubble Up.
But wait, wasn't it called the Liquid first or something?
It was the Liquid
and remember
first. The race song?
Yes, I mean, of course. Like, what was the? I'm so fly. I'm gonna shine. Look at me.
I'm so deep. Hey, that's why you on the all new. I told you we
don't know nothing about that. Like,
we rocking in the studio right now. We gotta go to break. I promise y'all can get ready because it's that type. We gonna shine today. So don't go nowhere.
You took me back with that one.
More when we come back on the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show with your girl Leah Renee, Shay K, and your boy Big Trees. Hear me?
Hear me?
Yes, it feels so good to be loved. Oh. Yes, it feels so good to be loved by your soul. Yes, it feels so good to be loved. Oh. Yes, it feels so good to be loved by your soul. Yes, it feels so good to be loved. Oh. Yes, it feels so good to be loved by your soul. Yes, it feels so good to be loved. No, I can't believe that you would do me so dirty. Hit the pause button right now and press rewind. Things replay in my mind about 1,000 times. Every red flag you show me is flying high. You got the wrong one. I'm so messed up in my head, I can't be sure. You might say insecure, I say trust issues. Now I'm moving different, say I'm acting new. You got the wrong one. You got me, and I can't help but wonder where would I be if I treated you different from the start and held on to the mystery of my love. You got the wrong one. If ignorance is bliss, then I'm naive. 'Cause everything you tell me I believe. You know just what to say to get to me. You've got the wrong one. I blind myself with passion 'cause I got faith. We blame it on perception just to be safe. But that's a misconception, you're taking advantage and you've got the wrong one. You got me, and I can't help but wonder where would I be if I treated you different from the start and held on to the mystery of my love. You got the wrong one. I've dreamed of love with ups and downs, but not like this. I'm anxious for a tangible peace of mind, and I know you might think that I'm running by you, thinking it's funny 'cause they know something I don't. Oh, you, and I can't help but wonder where would I be if I treated you different from the start.
2007, 2008, 2009.
You got me, and I can't help but wonder where would I be if I treated you different from the start and held on to the mystery of my love. You got the wrong one. Hit the pause button right now and press rewind. Things replay in my mind about 1,000 times. Every red flag you show me is flying high. You got the wrong one.
This is another 419 Grind exclusive.
Morning show presented to you by the 419 Grind Podcast Network. That was music by Toledo's own Nate Hicks, and the song right before that was Soul Glow with Louis Self.
Yes, I love that song.
I do too. It make
It
you
really does. It just gives you such a good vibe for the day.
especially for a Monday, especially for a morning show. Just a great vibe. And we got a lot to discuss. We got people weighing in. Make sure, again, that you vote. Jump over, share this, like us on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Because YouTube got a like button, so you can like us on YouTube.
Okay.
Hit the heart button.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow Shay K on Instagram, Leah Renee on Instagram,
Yes.
on Facebook, all your social media. Do y'all use your Twitter handle?
No,
I have
don't.
one and I don't use it. But you know what's so funny? I don't really use my IG either.
I love
My
IG.
IG is I am Leah Renee. For those of y'all who aren't already my IG friends, it's I am Leah Renee. And so is my Twitter, I am Leah Renee. But I don't never use them.
All right. So again, thank you again. This is a variety morning show where we have conversation, inspiration, laughter. Y'all just heard us earlier. We was so fly. Shouting out Toledo's own Ray Stone and Bubble Up. But what's up with the weather in Northwest Ohio?
Well, currently it's 37 degrees, and as you guys know, we are getting snow. We're
Big
getting snow
Negro
today.
season.
Yes, and I guess we're supposed to get about 6 to 8 inches. Supposedly, you never know with these weathermen, but you know it says we're supposed to get about 6 to 8 inches. It's going to be in the 30s all week and cold. Like you know, it's here. It's wintertime is here. We're going to see some snow today. Tomorrow it's going to be sunny, and then the rest of the week it's going to be pretty much cloudy and in the 30s. So definitely make sure you guys are wearing your coats and make sure, we're not sending our kids out to school right now, but if you're not sending them out to school and you have to take them, like I take my kids in the morning to the grandparents, make sure you have coats on them, hats, and all that great stuff because it is chilly out there. As far as the weather is concerned, as far as the traffic is concerned, there aren't any current incidents on the road, just all of that construction that's been going on all over 280 and 475. So just continue to keep an eye out for those and drive safely because it is wet out there. It is snowing already. So take your time. Give yourself enough time to get to your destination. Stay off the bumpers of people. Let's just be safe out there on those roads. And that's your weather and traffic for the day.
Thank you. And you're right. Coming in today, the weather was crazy. Even you could feel your steering wheel kind of shake a little bit. So don't be trying to speed.
Yeah.
One thing that used to get me, Leah and Shay, them damn semis on the interstate.
Oh, because they be swerving into your lane.
And they be so fast. And next thing you look
anxiety.
on your rear.
Yeah,
So if you're listening to us on iHeart, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and the other 31 live stream, please be careful. We know you rocking with us. We appreciate you. We thank you so much. Shay, what's up with the affirmation? What season is this?
Now we in the sad season.
Shout out to my girl Drizzy.
Last
She's
time
a
we was
Sag.
here, we was Scorpio, so now we in the sad season. So, do you want to know a secret of the Sag? They are saying that Sagittarius, they only want to love and they only want to be loved. When they are single and lonely, they start to feel hopeless and they feel like they aren't good for anyone. Do you guys know any Sagittarius like that?
Well, one of my best friends is a Sagittarius, and she's definitely. I don't know if she's lonely and depressed without anybody, but she is a relationship girl. She's one of those very loyal women, and so she loves hard. And
I know a couple guys Sagittarius that have said they hate being single. They don't like being alone.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't like being single.
Yeah. So I think that
she's a relationship.
What you
girl
think,
for
Big
sure.
Trees? You know some Sags?
Shit, don't nobody like being single, especially right now.
Right.
You better get you some milk and cookies. I'm telling you, better get you some milk and cookies. If you ain't got none, you better fake it till you make it.
It was the worst being single during that pandemic.
Yeah,
that was the worst. I was single and pregnant. How did that happen?
Ooh,
that wasn't cool.
I was ready to whoop COVID, pandemic, social distancing, protests.
Man.
And it sounds like we might be going on a shutdown again.
I do hear that, and that's
About
what's
to
crazy.
check the applications.
Shout out to Arlinda and Lance. She said Lance is a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Definitely. So, what's up with some of the...
It's trending topics in Toledo on the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
So, ladies, we got all type of things to talk about,
There's
Leah.
so much going
Yes.
on. It's so much going on. We had the fight over the weekend.
Man.
There was, a lot going on.
What you think about the fight? What y'all thought about the fight?
I'm gonna be
the
honest.
Mike Tyson and the Roy Jones fight,
I didn't
commentated
see
by
it.
Snoop Dogg.
I didn't see it.
I
You didn't see it?
I
What did you guys? Did you see it?
either.
Yeah, I did. So one of
So,
the things
you
that I
tell
was
us.
so what I was proud to see was when you see old men like Snoop right now, he took the cake. Everybody is wanting Snoop to be the commentator, the color commentator for boxing events and other events.
Okay.
Because
They liked him
it
so
was
much.
really just raw.
Yeah.
And truly, when they first started off, Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson, they really look like the uncles that get into a fight.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one thing I did see on social media was that meme where they were like, they like stood in front of each other with no shirt on, and it was like they look like the two uncles at the holiday dinner about to fight. I was dying.
I did see Yaya Mayweather make a comment about it though. She was like, I see now they trying to turn boxing into a joke. When did they start doing concerts? So I see she was kind of upset and didn't really like.
And it's entertainment.
That's what I was thinking.
It's entertainment, and sometimes just to kind of put it in a scope of things. When you think about men, that's almost 55. Roy Jones was 51.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson is 54. And you boxing in the ring for 2 minutes for 8 rounds. It was a lot of holding. It was a lot of grabbing. It was
tired.
Right.
And it's so crazy because now there's not a lot of fans. All you heard was
Oh my God.
They need a life alert button up there.
So, but for the culture, and I say this for those that do not take getting in shape or being active seriously. You had 2 50-year-old men still in the ring.
Man,
I ain't got no excuse, Leah. I'm looking like this.
No, come on. We got to get it in.
Shay, I ain't got no excuse. Because they were still in the ring, getting it in, boxing. And what was so crazy was, now that made headline, but the headliner, have y'all seen the challenges around the globe, around social media with Nate Robinson?
Yes.
I said, I didn't even see the fight, but just seeing all those things, I'm like, well, something then crazy didn't happen.
Funny.
Well, you know what? Let me see. Let's do the challenge this morning. Y'all lay on the floor. Do the Nate challenge.
Okay.
Here go the Nate challenge. We're doing it right here live on the morning show. Look at Leah and Shay. Make sure this is the Nate Robinson laid out. Look at them, man. They is crazy, y'all. Do y'all see them? This is the Nate challenge on the all new Rise and Grind morning show. They lost for the culture.
He was asleep after that fight.
Man, hit the like button, hit the love button for Leah and Shay. Man, and it was so crazy, ladies, that Nate was just talking all this junk about.
Really?
Y'all can get ready. He was a YouTube sensation. He had only one fight, but he had blew up on YouTube, and everyone knew him from YouTube.
Wow.
Okay.
But he really.
When I heard Nate Robinson, I was thinking about the guy that plays football. Don't we got a Nate Robinson that was from here that plays football?
His name is Nate, but
no, that was Nate Washington.
Okay, yeah. You're right. My bad.
Wrong sport. Wrong last name. She just heard Nate, and she just I know Nate.
Down South Nate, we giving you shouts out. Scott Bulldog.
Shout out to Nate Washington.
Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl champ.
Shout out to all the Nates.
All the Nates.
Nate Dogg.
Hey, I'm in the mind, Nate.
I'm in the mind.
She said Nate Dogg. That's right. We have fun right here. Laughter. This is a variety show, and I can just tell you, it went crazy to see the Nate challenge as he got laid out on the canvas, and the biggest thing was Nate talked so much junk before the fight. He was saying, I'm about to win for the culture. Y'all can get ready.
Wow.
The dude got knocked out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Has he made a statement yet?
No, they ain't talking. He's still asleep.
He's still asleep.
Hey, that boy got to recover. Hey, listen, you win some, you lose some. You know, that's
But
the
to talk all that junk.
They had all the NBA players talking about him, and he was in shape and all those great things, right? So I will say this.
So wait, who did he get beat by? And was he like was the person that whooped him an underdog? Like, how did that happen?
So he was a YouTube person. That was the person that he fought. This guy had never fought any.
YouTuber was the guy. Okay, I thought you were saying Nate Robinson got famous off YouTube.
Expect the unexpected.
That's my girl. I got order out. No, Leah. So
okay, my bad.
She's in the bind for real, Nate.
Welcome back to the all new Rise and Grind.
Hi, my name is Stacey Dash.
Right here on the all new Rise and Grind. I want to thank all of the grinders. I see Tony Burrows. I see Aaron. I see Tish cleaning home. Holmes. What is Tish? Oh, Tish. I forgot the name of your. Holmes Cleaning Homes.
Yes. Oh, that's I love that. Yeah, that is it. I love
see
that.
you
That's
grinding
so
with
cute
us this
too.
morning.
That was such a clever name. I like that. I need to bring her through to my crib because it's looking real critical. So I'm gonna have to check out them prices.
That's how it be with 3 kids.
For real,
Yeah,
I'm telling you. I'm gonna have to check her out and see what them prices look like because it's looking real critical.
Listen,
I see the world famous Dominique DB, the best barber in the country, then did all of the celebs. Look at Tish, she put it on there for real because she made sure I said it right. Get it right. So if you see it, if you're looking on Facebook Live, YouTube, share this, like this. But yeah, so that was one of the biggest things that was going on with the boxing world, the Mike Tyson fight. Actually, even Leah, we got some more boxing news with Gervonta Davis.
Oh yeah, so boxer Gervonta Davis was in the strip club. You know, things go down in the strip club. Too much liquor, too much booty shaking, and
pilot titties.
So Gervonta Davis and Tekashi 6ix9ine were in the same strip club, and they got into an altercation. There wasn't many details behind it. They just said that basically there was an altercation. I think it wasn't an actual fight, but it almost got there. But they said that Tekashi 6ix9ine's people got him out of there very quickly before anything went down. So I guess they knew, like, we don't want that smoke. We don't want that smoke. But, like, shout out to C to God. He was talking about it on the Breakfast Club, and he was saying, like, at the end of the day, like, this is so stupid because Gervonta Davis shouldn't even be in this story. Like, his people should have knew better to even have him in that situation, and with him being a boxer and his hands being registered and all that type of stuff, and so that was like a big thing. The strip club experiences, they can rile up some feathers.
Literally.
The dudes be in there fighting with the ones like that. When somebody throw ones and then somebody else throw ones. It's funny.
So who is Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know who he is.
I don't.
He's the rapper with all the colorful hair that like snitched. And everybody hates him hate him, but everybody talks about him. He's known for being a snitch now. And
who's his dad?
I have no clue.
50 Cent. 50 Cent is Tekashi 6ix9ine's dad.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Is he for real, Dwan?
I'm definitely for real. You got your phone going?
No, I don't believe that.
All right.
You're not about to get me.
No, Tekashi 6ix9ine is 50 Cent's son.
Shut up.
Leah. He is. And that's what's crazy that...
Since when?
Only thing you have to do is look it up.
Since the sperm went into the
I've
egg.
never heard that.
I ain't gonna lie, sis. I was gonna play along and wait till we went on break.
And that's and it's been all in the headlines.
I never knew that.
And it's just been crazy. Even with
so wait, was he the one that? Because like I just remember back in the day when 50 Cent used to beef with Rick Ross a lot. Was that the son that? Shut up! OMG!
Right here on the All New Right, Unexpected.
I'm stuck too. I was gonna wait till break though.
I can't stand no He over there so weak. Okay, so speaking of Tekashi 6ix9ine,
they said 50 Cent is not his dad. Shout out to Aaron Walker.
Shout out to Aaron Walker. Why did they be doing me like this, Aaron? I'm about to quit messing with them. See, I do not like
Look,
trees.
she saw the clue, said that's the kid they were talking to. She's like, yeah, that was it.
I really was like, believe me.
Even Jesse said, no, he is not.
Breezy said, Leah, no.
That's right. That's what we have fun right here. Expect the unexpected. That's why you have to have trustworthy content and information. I got it from Wikipedia.
I'm done.
He got it from his homeboy Nate.
I was really going along with this silly shit. Okay, so anyway, in other news, carrying on with Tekashi 6ix9ine, he's still in the headlines with his baby mama Sarah. She's all over social media still talking about that fact that he is not a great father. She's basically saying that he uses her daughter as bait to make himself look good on social media. Like he basically does the, pictures, those dads that go and get their kids for the holidays and get them all dressed up. So take a picture and post it on
and drop them right back off.
And then y'all drop them right back off. Yeah, we talk about y'all. Yeah, he's one of them. That's what she's saying anyway, allegedly. And so I just think it's just crazy because it's like this isn't. What was the other rapper we were just talking about? That's like it was not a rapper. The guy Adrian Broner, who was like trying to pretend like he don't got no money now because he don't want to pay child. So it's like, what is up? Like you guys, especially him, like you floss all this money, you flex all this money, and you can hold out from your kids.
Yeah,
like that's
crazy.
just crazy to me. But nevertheless,
So shout out to the dads who don't do
yeah,
that.
shout out to those great fathers. Like, because, you know, we don't want to take the time to talk about the ones who aren't doing what they're supposed to do. I want to say shout out to all the great fathers and stepfathers
Yes.
and father figures.
Yes.
You know, if you're out there doing right by your children, and even if they're not even biologically your children and you're doing right by them, like, we salute you. You are kings, and, you know, we need y'all. So, like, we thank you guys.
Yes.
So being that y'all, and I saw one of our grinders this morning. Thank you for those that's grinding with us early in the morning, saying that moms too. Is it a money thing? I constantly hear moms say,
No.
Is it a money thing? And who highlights or makes it bigger than when it is when it's about the money?
Well, I know for me personally, it's not about the money. I would enjoy even just like having, you know, just as long as you're there, you know what I'm saying? Just be there, because especially with my son, he's 8 now. It's critical time in his life.
You
know?
hard to deal with, Leah.
I know, I am.
So-
I
But
am.
the kid is the one that ultimately
Yeah.
is who is
He don't
supposed to
gotta
go
deal with
for
me.
it.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Come get his kid and go, you know.
She was
about
ready to
his
have your
business.
back there. I got you. Easy.
Hey, but did you look? I was like, yeah, I
Don't
am.
start.
But nonetheless, who loses though? The kid loses.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely.
Yes, for sure.
And I mean, and the father loses too. Like, even though he doesn't realize it, you're losing too at the end of the
kids
day.
are not
you know?
always kids. So
Because, like,
it's-
I enjoy my time with my kids. Like, I actually love being with my
They're yours.
kids. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying a lot of people
so
don't
is
like
daddy's.
a
They're
lot of people
daddies
don't like
too.
their damn kids. You know
Just
what I'm saying?
during the virtual and the COVID, they don't like that
yeah,
shit.
that's it.
Yeah, you can drop mine off and bring it back.
Right,
No,
right.
You're
But
right,
yeah,
Leah and
so-
Shay. Absolutely, being a parent is one of the most greatest responsibilities that God could give.
Yeah.
If you and I have to say this because there are some, Leah, who don't have a support
Yeah, that's
system.
true.
So if you don't have a support system, it does get tough. Shay.
Yes, for sure.
Nonetheless,
Especially when you
being
have
a
multiple.
parent, man, I enjoy being a dad, even with the challenges, the headaches, the phone calls that we don't want to see, even, and blessings to those that was parents and may have lost a child, because I can
Man.
never.
Oh, yeah.
So
Shout out to
again,
our boy TJ Johnson. Yeah, because
So-
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
so again, those just being a parent and the responsibility of hit the love button
Yes.
for all of the parents. I'm hitting it too.
Yes,
I'm
me
hitting it
too.
too. Because what we do sometimes is we always say it's the parents. It started at home. It started at home. The parents this, the mom that,
And
the
it's
dad.
not always the case.
Yeah.
And we never just say, you know what, just hit some love button for the parents.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
Parents.
Woo!
Hand
Parent
sanitizer.
life, I know.
Hand sanitizer. But what's going on there? What else is trending in the news?
Okay, so our girl Keisha Cole was was on social media, kind of speaking out against BET. She's feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
Shay, you had some details about that.
Yeah,
What was
that's
going on with
crazy.
that?
She had said she had been on there, had a hit show, for 3 seasons. She had 3 platinum selling #1 albums. She also performed on the BET Awards 2006, 2007, 2008, 9, and 10, and
Wow.
has never received a BET award.
Yeah, that's great.
That is crazy.
So she.
You need to get it if he don't want to
Hey.
get around.
I should have cheated.
Leah go straight to the. Leah go
no, we
straight
want to
to
make it feel good.
Hey, that was her breakthrough song, though.
my song was Love.
Oh, that was it. Yes, absolutely. That was it.
Never know
What was your favorite Keisha Cole song? Call in right now, 419-540-35.
Start kissing that love.
Boy, I got Keisha Cole slaw in this morning. Call in this morning.
Keisha Cole slaw.
What was your favorite Keisha Cole slaw? 419-540-3566. We're going to show some Keisha Cole slaw love this morning.
Expect the unexpected.
Breezy says she needs to let it go in her own voice. That's funny. Yeah, because that's one of her songs.
But shout out to Keisha Cole.
Yeah,
that's crazy,
that
though.
is crazy, though.
I couldn't believe that.
That is kind of crazy because she has been
working with them for a long time. Yeah, and never got her award. That's crazy.
So how does that work though? Like, who chooses who wins the awards? Is it the people behind the scenes of BET, or is it people who vote? How does that work?
I'm not sure. But I've been seeing a lot of people been complaining about awards. Period. You know the grant.
You need to talk about some Keisha Coleslaw. I'm done with her.
I'm on it, cuz I'm coming your way.
And then Tisha said, "Did she earn a BET award?"
Yeah, she had some good hits. She definitely
did.
And
I feel like she did.
You done performed 5 times and you don't get award. That's crazy.
Man,
Elzo said we need to stop. Hey, we need to stick to this mic.
Now I will say Keisha was hot. Like y'all,
she is
Keisha
hot. She
was
She
absolutely
definitely
hot.
got new coming artists, upcoming artists. She should have definitely got some
And
awards.
then, you know what?
for
Just
BET.
speaking of that, I think sometimes, and ladies, y'all weigh in. Do we get caught up in not receiving acknowledgments? Do celebrities, individuals,
Yeah.
are we in a time now that I gotta be recognized by the public
For
to show my
sure.
validation?
I don't think it's even necessarily that in this time. I think that's been of all time, like especially when you're in that
The
field. You're in the
industry,
entertainment
yeah.
industry.
That's
This
what
is
you're
this
there
is
for.
my body of work. If no one is acknowledging me for that, then yeah, like I
Okay,
you
now
know.
wait, because they are acknowledged. We all talking about it right now.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
when we say acknowledgement, and again, I always want us to go back to the why. Who is acknowledging? Because we just said, and
Yeah.
Keisha Cole right now can come on. If we get Keisha Cole on the show, I'm gonna get her on the show. This thing gonna jump. We gonna have millions of views.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that not enough, Leah, or do it has to be another plateau that I should be recognized?
In her profession, that's not enough.
I
You're
mean,
working for the awards.
Yeah, it's levels to this, and she's not no newbie on the scene, no one hit wonder. She's put in some work. She
Yeah.
has a body of work, a real life portfolio. And it's a great body of work. You know.
So the plaque or the award is more important than the people?
I mean, I guess that it depends on the individual, and obviously she
Yeah, I was
wants
gonna
that plaque.
say, yeah.
And I say this because there are so many artists and celebrities and individuals. Just think about it in our community. People always say, I did this and never got recognized.
Because you got to think though, like I think she maybe feels like I'm solidified with my people. Like I know my fan base loves me. My fan base gives me all the love and the credit that I need. But when you're talking about BET, this is a whole entity, a whole network that I've been working with. I done gave y'all ratings. I done gave y'all my life. I done
Yeah.
let y'all into my personal life and space. And I think it's more or less like those people. Like she feels like, dang, like y'all don't, you know what I'm saying?
Recognize me.
And
Yeah,
that's
for
again,
sure.
and I'll say this again on the morning show. You got to be comfortable about who you is, because too many
Yeah.
times people struggle with identity.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. for
People
sure.
need validation from others to solidify who they is. Just
Yeah.
like we see sometime, and we always use this. Right now, the morning show, want to thank all our grinders. We have, based on what we're seeing right now, we have nearly over 20-something views that's rocking with us this morning. That each one of those views is somebody
Yes.
that's grinding with us.
Absolutely.
But
Appreciate
to
y'all.
somebody else, oh, that show ain't doing nothing.
Right. But to us, we like,
We in this
all
thing.
23 of y'all. Hey, we in here.
And
Okay,
that's
21
it.
of y'all.
And that's just the ones that's on Facebook. This
Right.
is the #1 urban radio podcast being heard across the country right now on this morning show. And we still want more validation. So is it almost like being a crackhead?
Yeah, chasing that high.
Chasing that high.
Yeah, for
sure.
People
It's
want
never
more.
That's that grind. That's the grind. That's
never
when we
enough.
chasing it.
No, I'm not chasing it. I don't, and I'm gonna say this so that because everybody has to know their why.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, because some people do want to be in front of the camera. Some people do want to be known for in front of the camera. When you know who you are, you good off the camera, on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the camera if the camera ain't on any damn
Right,
way.
Yeah, we know.
Now, I gotta say this. Now, I know that everybody don't think like that. For me, this 419 Grind podcast morning show, this is the pinnacle. There is no other live podcast going on in the country. We are live. You can see the gray in my beard.
Yeah.
You can see the glistening of your lips. You can see the beauty
Lip
of
gloss
Leah. And
Hey.
nobody else is doing this. We are the only one in Ohio. We are the first of our kind, right?
Yes.
So, and we are consistent.
Yeah.
So when I say that to those that struggle with, am I being valued enough? Yes, you're being valued. It only take one person to say, I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if
Nah.
you can get one person to say it, 10 more gonna say it.
Look, she going back. But and again, remember we were talking about that, like relationships. If, for example, and I know women do this quite a bit, especially good-looking women, right?
Oh gosh.
No, so what happens is when men, we don't take y'all for granted, or we don't take y'all
Wait, what?
No. We don't take y'all lightly, or we act like we can go somewhere else and get another woman. Y'all be
Y'all
like,
do
okay.
that real quick. Y'all do that.
But y'all quick to throw back at us like, you see me popping out. Don't let me, my inbox, my DM is jumping right now. Keep playing if you want to.
Look at
you
me.
do. I see you doing it now. Why is the competition so big on that?
I hate it though. When it comes to a relationship, you should not be doing that.
That's
You
what hurts
disappear?
them the most.
Yeah,
What do you
but
mean disappear?
I just disappear. I don't give them nothing.
that means she had on out.
I had out.
She had on out.
I had on out.
But I feel like when it's that type of relationship, why do we have to play games?
Sarah get to jumping. She come home back. No, so and I say that again. Gotta say good morning, Cooter. Gotta say what's up, Carlos Liggins. Gotta say Donetta. Good morning. Thank y'all for grinding with us.
Yes.
But why do we want to make somebody? Why do we want to make the person that deal with us up against the person that's in our inbox or the person that's showing us, liking us?
I
What
don't
you
like
mean?
that though.
What you mean?
So when I don't show you attention, Leah, you would say, well, look at my Facebook, look at my DM. I got dudes that's trying to holler at me all the time, and you taking me for granted.
No, I would never.
Trying to get them to show more
Okay,
attention.
you don't do that, but that is what's happening.
Trying to get them to show
And
more
Leah, you have
attention.
actually said that on the show, though.
I said that? That I told my dude, like, look who's in my inbox?
Yeah, and that look right there, you did.
I don't know. I don't recall that.
Yeah, check back. Check. No,
recall
but
that.
on the overall, we make people try to be in competition with what they're seeing on social media. Man, I'm telling you, some of these folks that y'all seeing on social media, y'all really don't want them in real life for real.
That's true, too.
But we make that next person work because they see the pictures or they see the videos. I'm gonna tell you like my partner told me, Trees, I don't care how good you look on TV, bruh, or how good you look on the camera. I'm gonna give everybody on the show a white towel and tell them wipe behind their ear. And I was like, dang, that's kind of tough. But if
And I
you
hope
look-
it's not today. Let me. His ear wasn't
so
ready.
I don't care how cute you may be, how
Yeah, that's
get
for
that
sure.
white towel wipe behind you, and you will see we all have
We
flaws.
all got flaws,
we all
for
got
sure.
them.
We all do.
But yet and still we put on this, we portray this in these pictures and in these videos like I'm the one you want.
But I want you to love me naked.
Too, maybe it could be for our.
No, you know
That's
what?
my song though,
No,
but
you know what I
expect
mean?
the understand.
Flaws and alls. I mean, because you can only hide it for
Flaws
so long.
and draws.
Yeah.
Flaws
Listen, we
and
gotta go to a
all.
break
You
real
can-
soon.
you know what?
She talking about she want
You
flaws
can only
and draws.
hide it for so long. So don't do that. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I give it to him real and raw from the very beginning
Yeah, me
because
too.
you know, hey, this is it.
This what you gonna get.
This what you gonna get when
And
I
we
wake up
too
in the
old.
morning. You know,
We in our 30s now. We is not teenagers no more. Get it together or get left.
period.
On the
Boo.
all new Rise and Grind Morning Show, we're going to go to a break. Want to thank you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hey, it's real conversation. It's a morning show, a variety show with topics from all across the globe, the spectrum. And then we might talk about something that you enjoy too. So if you don't, way back in, and when we come back, we're going to hear something for some of our grinders. It's the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show.
motherfucker. Fucking with you and wanna be right. Fucking with you and wanna be right. If loving you is around, wanna be right, wanna be right, wanna be right, wanna be right. I can be wrong, but it feel 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 right. Fucking with you and wanna be right. Fucking with you and wanna be right. Fucking be wrong, but it feel right. Fucking be wrong, but it feel right. If loving you is wrong, I wanna be right, don't wanna be right. To me, she just my type. To me, she just right. I wanna sleep with her at night, humping hold her tight. We were meant to be. Think I might make her my wife, but we would bust a fight. No Tina and Night. We like Papoose and Remy. Yeah, my ex mad, but that's the past. We leave the past a memory. All the sass around me, but I know what I got. When we got something good, folks gon' always fly. Wanna come to your spot, beg you for car. I don't think nah. I like what I got. Not about to put my shit at stake for a taco. You hot like jalapeno, cheesy X's, mad they nacho. I can be wrong, but it feel right. 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 Fucking with you, wanna be right. Fucking with you, wanna be right. Fucking be wrong, but it feel right. Fucking be wrong, but it feel right. We go so good together, but where we go from here, let's get away. Take a trip where you want. We can go somewhere, but we ain't gotta go nowhere. I just wanna be next to you, cause we connect spiritually, mentally, and sexual. And I don't care what they don't like about you. And when I mess with you, I see the best in you. So I don't really care, so I don't think the less of you. For you, I really got a thing to me, you special, boo. Yeah, you got class, but you passed the test when I'm sexing you. You got some dumb mid, I swear don't know how she passed in school. Got that grade A love when I be you. Ooh, I see you, ride a D till I'm on E. Why F with you? I can be wrong, but it feel right. 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 Fucking with you, wanna be right. Fucking with you, wanna be right. Fucking be wrong, but it feel right. Fucking be wrong, but it feel right.
You are now listening to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, presented by 419 The Grind.
She is so cool. I said I love her too. Yep, I love her.
I love her too. And I love all of our listeners and viewers. Welcome back. We are the Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's Miss Leah Renee, Big Treese, and Miss Shay K. And we are in the building.
Yeah.
What's next, Big Treese?
I don't know. Y'all just vibe. I just love seeing y'all interaction. When you got two beautiful women, they get to sit in the studio and just vibe like y'all was just vibing.
Yeah,
and shout out
was
to
just over here all up under my hair.
man, like Leah hair smell good and look good. Shay got
Shout out to my girl Star Young for that rice water treatment.
Okay.
Oh, that's mini rice?
No.
Probably.
Girl, I gotta get some mini rice. Hey, listen. So one of the things, again, just want to thank all of those grinders listening to us on iHeart. It's laughter, it's love, it's a morning show, it's a variety show with different content. This is one of the most interactive shows in the country right here on the Rise and Grind Morning Show. I had to say, this past week, ladies, we had Black Friday. Did y'all do some shopping?
I did not.
Hell no.
You ain't do no shopping?
But guess what? Today is Cyber Monday.
Oh, yeah, I did say, Leah, actually, you were talking about that with people not being able to go out into the stores, and now different businesses taking advantages all these different days.
They were saying, like, leading up to it, like, you don't have to come out on Black Friday. We got Black Friday prices every day. Like, yeah.
Every day. I one of them dudes out at the junkyard. Yeah, it's out there now, y'all. So on Cyber Monday, what can people expect on a Cyber Monday, Shay?
They supposed to be like better Black Friday deals.
Yeah, like
and
even
then you
better
can
than-
safely be at home and just do it in laying down on your bed and just
Yep.
hit click and get
Click,
it delivered.
click.
I will say this. I had a chance to do the Little Boutique Diva pop-up. It was at Tremainsville Hall this past Friday on Black
yeah.
Friday.
How was
It
that?
How was it?
Just taking a moment. So what I'm going to do is just show some appreciation to some of the vendors that was there. And if you are a vendor and you have a small business, put it in the comments. I hear that there were a number of people just trying to support Black businesses. Got to say good morning to our grinders.
Yes.
Hey, Sharon. Hey, Janelle. Hey, DJ Breezy. Thank you so much for holding us down, Breezy.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
again, just want to take a moment to, show some love to Sharice the Abstract. She had all type of earrings and jewelry and small thing. Like when we say Black Friday, it was really Black Friday.
love
Okay,
that.
stand up,
It was
Black
a
Friday.
name. So you saw small businesses getting a lot of love. There were a lot of vendors supporting each other. Like I went there and I used all of my Cash App money.
Did your card decline?
I had like $500 on Cash App.
Okay.
It's all gone now.
Big spending.
Much love to Organic Glistening. They did the shea butter. Gave me some.
Oh,
Gave me a little. Gave me a
Shake
little
that
beard moisturizer. Again, want to
Okay.
thank you to Organic Glistening.
It is glistening a little bit.
Okay,
I
it is
see you.
glistening.
Ooh.
And y'all would have loved this. There was a vendor there, The Real Deal, and they had some women apparel that was so nice. So again, if you're looking, and all these vendors that I'm mentioning are on all social media platforms. So check out The Real Deal.
Okay.
Also check out Ty's Lovely Creation, LLC. Again, Ty's Lovely. And you can play us back. So if you need to hear the name again, just play it back.
Ooh.
Also want to take a moment to say Custom Colors. That was another vendor who had a variety of different things. What I loved was people use their money instead of going to the big businesses.
Right,
and say,
yeah.
Yeah.
They bought it
Put
to
it in the
Papa.
community.
Yeah.
They
I love
did.
it.
Yes.
I love that.
What? Why is that so? Why is that so important? As we kind of just go through some more of the names, why is that so important that we put the money back into the Black minorities or the entrepreneurs? That don't mean we gonna see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very important because we have to come together, for our people and build up these brands and build up our capital and build up our wealth. Like it's about that generational wealth, and we have to support one another. This pandemic has provided an opportunity for many people to
Yeah.
finally step out on their dreams and start a business. We have to support each other. Like we
Yes.
have to. It's critical. Like, it's just critical.
Wow, Leah, you said that so well.
Thank you.
So, Shay, when you hear that and we talk about spending the dollars with individuals that you may know, individuals that may look like you, individuals that may have a similar story and struggle, why is that so? Like, for example, you are a minority business owner. Why is it so important to support a local and small business like yourself and others?
Because we'll go and spend it with somebody we don't know. We'll spend it with people that don't even like the Black community. So why would you not spend it on somebody that
Because I don't
you
like Black people.
Okay, well, and I see you didn't text me back either when I had my Black Friday sale about my tea.
Oh, yeah, it was a reason why.
I know.
I was working.
That tea should have been working on that belly too.
She don't even know what's going on under here, y'all. I'm banded up and she don't even know. Again, also professional cleaning and painting. Want to thank you for being at the pop-up shop. Sadiddi's. They had Sadiddy.
Sadiddi's. I like that.
Oh,
Okay,
but
Sadiddi's.
If you go to Facebook and on other, Sadiddi's had a variety of different lip gloss.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about them young girls' lip gloss was
Aw, it's
Okay.
little girls?
well, they wasn't little girls. They
like
were
teenagers?
teenagers,
Oh, I love
and they
it.
had a variety of different.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lip gloss, and it's really hard to see y'all beautiful lips because we gotta wear masks in all these
I
places.
know.
Yeah.
So now you got all your lip gloss on the mask.
Yes.
No,
And
that's
then
why
my lips be
always
dry again.
because I don't even put it on no more. I just be like, ugh. I just keep the Carmex. I try to keep my Carmex on deck.
Speaking of masks, have y'all noticed individuals that wear the blue N95 mask or a mask that they wear all the time? Do y'all see how wet it be on the other side and how dirty it be on the other side? Like if your mask is dirty, I was out in the public.
How are you seeing the other side?
Right. Whoa.
Number
Real
one,
close.
Sorry.
Right. Oh yeah.
check your mask.
He was
Today
real
is
close.
Check Your Mask Monday.
You know what's so funny that you said
Alternate
that
'em.
though? I had just said to my daughter because I had like 3
You
different...
smelled it? I did too.
You know what? I know, seriously though. I had like 3 masks in my car.
And he got hair, so Dandruff be getting in his mask.
I had like 3 masks in my car. They was dirty, so I was like, let me take these in the house so I could wash them. And because they have makeup like all on the inside. I ain't dirty now, y'all. I just had makeup on the other side of them. But anyways, I took them inside to try to wash them, and then I forgot to I forgot to bring them back out in the car. So when I was like going on about my little schedule this weekend, I didn't have a mask on me. So I went in. Where did me and my girl? Oh, we went to Sakura's. Me and my girl went to Sakura's, and I had to put my hood over my. Yeah,
anything that'll work. She about to use a baby diaper next time.
So yes, make sure you're washing your mask.
And I will say that because when they first hit us with put the mask on, and you know people, and I know I wasn't the only one, but I take the weight on my shoulders. We couldn't leave, couldn't go nowhere. Man, I put my mask on, then I came back and put this out. I was like, whoa, did somebody else had his mask on? Wait a minute, this ain't, who had my mask on? Because my breath don't smell.
Oh yeah, it did.
So make sure you check your mask
he
on
one
Monday.
of them people that wrote into the news and was like, the mask make people breath stink. No.
Ban the mask.
That's right. And so we gonna speak to it. This is a real show with real content. Check your damn mask Monday. If you need another one, go get another one. They giving them away free now. And man, to all the people that's selling masks, you need your ass whooped. Stop selling us.
Why?
Why?
No,
it's
and I'm
a
talking
small
about
business.
They trying to get their grind on.
Let me finish. I'm not saying the ones that customize them and all the nice ones. I'm saying when you go
the cotton ones.
You done went to Walmart and bought a box of them things and trying to resell them. Oh yeah, you ain't cool.
Make sure you check out Eye Candy by T, also signed by Samore, and the candle case. And I want to give a big acknowledgement to
the candle case. I like that.
Yeah, and Aurora Joy. Candle case was pretty dope because they had a variety of candles. And so what I did as the host, I said that if anybody still have a bathtub, if you have taken a bath in the last month, I'll buy you a candle. Do y'all know nobody came to the table?
It's crazy. Nobody takes baths really anymore.
Do you take a bath? I don't know what's going on in the world, but nobody came.
Take a bath, boy.
Everybody keeps talking about they take showers. Listen,
I don't have time. Like I just do not have the time.
Look at the one that lifted up. What you about to say?
When was the last time you took a bath? That's what I want to know right here on Monday. Because we laughing and we joking, but people have got away from getting their ass in the tub.
The last time I took a bath was when my arthritis was acting up and my mom put some Epsom.
Oh, that was like 2 years ago, Leah.
No, it wasn't. It was like
when the last time you took a bath?
Actually,
you can't even fit in
because I was saying he need help.
And at first I was struggling with that, but I'm good now. I'm back now. They own me, y'all.
Just picture him. Look like
I can get one leg out. Hey, no, I had to get out on my knee.
Hey, you be on your side? Like, you be in there on your side?
He got the thing with the grip at the bottom to get.
See, she done fell in the tub before. Talking about shower ride. Big ups to all those.
What you was really doing in that shower with that shower?
I ain't doing no me. Look, don't me.
Again, just want to take a moment this week. Take a bath. See what it feels like to get back into. I'm challenging all of my listeners, all of my viewers. Take a bath. Soak a little bit. Wash, as I tell my
soak your ass.
Like I tell my son, wash your nuts in your butt.
I tell my son, let it marinate. Okay.
Do you take a shower after you take a bath?
Yes,
because he still didn't answer when the last time he took a bath.
We got people weighing in on the conversation.
Okay.
So, do you take
Is that this?
As Dewan has asked?
It's not.
As Dewan has asked, do you take a shower after you take a bath?
Absolutely.
Weigh in.
Who was I having this conversation? Was this you that I was just having this conversation with? I swear I just was having this conversation with somebody else, and it was a friend of mine, and he was like, he was saying something like, yeah, do when you giving your kids bath and stuff, do like you make them shower off after your bath, or do like, he's like, because I remember when we was kids, we didn't really take showers after our baths, did we? Did you? And I'm like, I don't know about you, fam, but
you did as a kid?
No, I don't know. I don't really remember.
I don't remember taking a shower after bath as a kid.
But I know, like for my kids, like he was asking me, like, do my kids take a bath? You know, and I was like, well, as long as I was the one giving my kids a bath, I always would automatically shower them down. You know, like after I wash them up and stuff. So I don't know, but you know, them kids.
Well, one of the things was we didn't have no shower at the house, so
I gotta force my son to take a shower, let alone get in the dang bath.
Oh.
My goodness, what is that about? So is that a boy thing?
Acting like a
Is that a
cat.
boy thing? Because I've never had to force my daughter to get in the shower. Oh my God, so
Yeah,
that must be a
boys don't
boy
be
thing.
trying to get in
because
there.
we
Y'all be
wouldn't.
wanting y'all balls stanky or something?
Right.
So on the morning show,
Sorry, my bad.
this is her whole child she's talking about. Please weigh in. Do you take a shower after you take a bath? And the reason, and again, for many of us who didn't have a shower and didn't have the luxury growing up to have a shower at the house, no, we would just take a bath. You would soak in there. And yeah, you might have to rerun your bath water just in case. But you know what we used to hate is when you ran. See, I come from that household. You run all the hot water, it take forever for the hot water
come again.
to get hot again. So you know,
You done ran it cold trying to get your bath water right.
And then the next person that follow up after be mad. Like, where all the dang old hot water
My
at?
mom's stuff is like that now because she has this. She redid her bathroom a few years ago, and she went and bought everything expensive in the store. So she bought one of them expensive toilets that has got a million buttons on it. I don't even know how to work it. And then she's got this tub that's like 10 feet deep. So like it takes like forever to fill it up, and then by the time it's filling up, the water's then turned cold, and then it's like, okay, I ain't got time for this. So
Let me get in the shower.
Let me get in the shower.
So did y'all used to put dish detergent in to make the bubbles?
No.
Dish detergent.
Oh, see, I could see. I'm really from the hood. We used to make
That's because
bubbles.
he ain't washed for days, and now he trying to make sure he extra clean because he was gonna go another week without washing. Who doing dish detergent?
So where we come from, see, I'm in a generation
A
way
little
behind.
spoiled. I got a little spoiled.
Yeah, y'all
I
had.
think I just used to use my mom's body wash.
Before the body wash, there was this thing called dish detergent. And so people would put the dish detergent in the tub,
Right.
shake it, make the
I
bubbles.
used to use dish detergent to wash my car.
This is the all new Rise and Grind
We on one today,
morning
huh?
show. I don't know what's in the coffee. We're back. It is.
Tree's been mad all morning. Everything.
No. It's good to be back in the studio. This is a variety show that talks about, man, we talk about all type of stuff. One of the things, again, just talking about taking baths, making sure your hygiene is together.
Making sure you get that mask together.
Make sure you get the mask,
Get
because
behind
these
your
are
ears.
real things.
Get behind them ears and that neck.
That neck.
Absolutely.
I be scrubbing. I be telling my son to make sure he scrubs his neck because I notice he already getting like that little like darker.
Crave,
crease
that
in
little
the
black
back. Yeah, and
line.
I'm like, what is that about? Like,
Yeah, like you definitely have to. We definitely have to take the time, especially with this virtual piece. Y'all laughing, all right? When your
I'm
kid
dead
the one,
serious. I be like, really, like, dude, make sure you scrub the back of your neck. Like,
your son and your child gonna be the one that they crack on in
Yeah.
school. They talk about they
She
bully
said,
me.
yeah.
Because we do have to take the time to show our kids how to properly wash.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
have to show them how to wash it between their toes, their pinky toe, because they won't do it.
yeah, they will not. They
Breezy
will jump
said
in
that
there.
dish detergent used to make people itch. You were still itching back then?
You still itchy over there?
Well, that was the ones you got from $1. If you got the real stuff,
What you got,
That's a Dollar Tree
Dawn?
soap.
What you getting, Dawn or
No.
Palmolive?
because if you get the one where you got to put half of the bottle of dish detergent,
It's over with.
when you try to make some soap water, when you try to wash dishes, and you like, man, this water, the dishwasher won't stay
Man,
soapy.
my girl Breezy, I know she's so serious, but she's so funny. She said the dark necks, I can hear her voice right now. The dark necks can also be a health condition, so please be mindful. And she dead serious, man. That's why it's so
She ain't put no LOL, no nothing. Contact your doctor immediately.
Check in with my
Immediately.
pediatrician. I love
They
her.
going in this morning on the all new Rise and Grind morning show.
It feels good to be back. We've been on
Love
a
my
break.
Breezy, man. That's my dog.
But one of the other things is just wanted to just take a switch lanes real quick. Is we had a lot of people, especially here in the 419, that have had some success in sports. Over the weekend, the #1 women's basketball team, South Carolina, still is undefeated. They got the #1 player from Toledo, Zaya Cook.
Okay.
Zaya did her thing.
Yes.
Yes.
They had a
that's
big
so
game
dope.
yesterday against Gonzaga, which they
So
both
they're
were.
#1 in the nation?
They are #1 in the
Wow.
nation.
Okay.
Because
And-
of our girl.
Hey.
her
Huh,
and
man.
Aaliyah Boston. So what's
419.
happening?
Sorry. Shout out to the whole team, no.
But no, you are absolutely right. And what's so interesting about that is they are Aaliyah Boston, her teammate, and Zaire Cook are two names that's in conversation for best college female basketball player in the country.
Wow,
they are
that's
in the
amazing.
nation.
dope.
That's amazing. So
her
where's the other
sophomore
young lady
season.
from? Where's the other young lady from?
Aaliyah Boston is from.
Aaliyah, hey girl.
Aaliyah
Okay.
Boston. She's from like the Virgin Islands.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And last night, University of Michigan men's basketball played Oakland University. Both of them are two Michigan teams. But we have Toledo's own playing for both of those. We have Zeb Jackson playing for the University of Michigan.
Wow.
Okay.
And Joey Holyfield, who played for Oakland University. I think Michigan edged them out last night in overtime. But just to see Toledo on the main stage.
Man, that's a beautiful thing.
419.
I love it. That's just like when we had oh gosh, I hate Hayes. went to
Nigel.
Man, that was like epic
In the-
right
in the
there.
Final
That
Four
was
for
epic.
Wisconsin.
Man, that was epic.
Also, we have Vincent Williams, plays for another D1 school, VCU. He was on TV this past week. The University of Michigan actually has two Toledo standout athletes. Miss Johnson, we call her AK, played at Rogers. She
Okay.
plays for the University of Michigan women's team.
Yes,
So
I
the University
love
of
it.
Michigan has two Toledoans.
Okay.
One from Cardinal Stritch, Zeb Jackson, and our girl AK, Enrique Johnson, AK, playing for the University of Michigan. So Toledo's just been
Putting it on.
Man,
What
listen.
Jeezy say? Putting it on.
When I was working with UT last year before I had got pregnant with the athletics department doing stuff for football, and I would be up in the press room, and in the press room there's in the press box there's pictures of every student who played for UT who's went on to the league. I'm talking about, it was like picture after picture after picture. I didn't realize that many people came out of UT and went to the league. I was like, wow, like we've really had some stars come out of our city, and that's just, it's the mud. It's mud made, baby.
Also, Bryce Mitchell, who, speaking of the University of Toledo, Bryce Mitchell, Jamal Turner. We got Bryce Mitchell is the standout receiver for the Rockets, although they lost this past weekend. They lost to Ball State. But I think Bryce had a pretty decent game.
Cool.
One of the big things, our very own Sandy Brown.
Yes,
nothing
oh my
but
gosh.
net.
Yeah,
ESPN.
She was on ESPN.
Wow, that's
color
major.
commentating
That is so
the
dope.
Valparaiso and BG game yesterday. So
Man, that's
much
so
love,
dope.
as Lee always do, to Sandy.
Yes,
She was
girl.
on ESPN.
See you,
Man,
girl.
we see you,
yes.
queen.
Yes.
And so getting those type of acknowledgments and those type of looks, it's huge. Like our sports
it is.
world.
Remember what we were talking about earlier? Those acknowledgments?
Yeah. Making the conversation.
And one of the biggest things too, ladies, that's really just kind of turning the knob for sports is COVID. There are so many teams that has to reschedule because of the COVID. But you know what's interesting, Shay and Leah? Before the shutdown, before the pandemic, they were shutting everything down. We got more cases of COVID cases, and they're not shutting anything down. So it just makes you wonder. You hearing different coaches. Ohio State had to reschedule their football game, but they're not shutting anything down. So
think
what?
it's
It just makes you wonder. Like, what's the difference?
All right.
I think it's coming. You don't think it's coming back?
It ain't went nowhere.
No, I'm talking about the shutdown.
shutdown?
Another shutdown.
So when you say shutdown, because it could look different now. Like right now, we're already on a curfew.
An hour before the last little curfew. Like COVID don't come out after 10:30.
Yeah, so it's from like 10 to 5. So when you say shutdown, Shay, what you mean? Like shutdown like we were the last couple months back
That's
in
what I
March?
think.
That
The
nobody
numbers
can
are
go
so
nowhere?
high.
Huh?
The numbers are so high. They already just started back with school back out again.
But I almost feel like maybe that's the problem. Is like the problem was they ended
came
that
back too
shutdown
early.
too quick.
Yeah.
They ended that shutdown too quick, and the numbers are continuously rising, and so now they ended the shutdown. People are back out here doing whatever, and that's why I believe the numbers are continuously rising.
Me too. Like Job and Family has been shut down this whole time.
And
And I
they're-
talked to my daycare caseworker. She said they already got word that they're still going to be off until March.
And they
Absolutely.
Michigan has closed down all their clubs,
And they had stayed open for a long time till 2.
so yeah, it's looking
needs
like
to be
it's going
coming
in that
back.
direction again.
one of the things that we have to, and I see we got a new grinder on here, Fred Mayweather, a.k.a. C-Bo is grinding with us this morning. Thank you for being up. When we talk about shutdown, there's a lot of people that I would just have to be just kind of transparent with you ladies.
Uh-oh.
No, when you talk about shutdown, somebody is hurting during shutdown.
Oh, absolutely.
So
we hurting with it open.
That's right.
No, because it's a different kind of hurt now. Because there are some businesses, there are some individuals that when you go into this shutdown, it really, really impacts your life in a way that. For example, we'll still come on them in the morning, right? There's some people that if we shut down again, it's almost like being handicapped. The businesses, they don't know where the food is going to come from. So I just want us to be that's why they're really kind of slow on putting us back in shutdown, and they had to get us out because there were people that was losing their lives during the shutdown.
Yeah, shout out to our executive producer, Jesse. He says the last shutdown was a mistake. You can't shut everything down, not without people making money. Businesses will fail. People will lose homes. And yeah, that's true. I mean, it's it's like, I don't know. It's just, that's why it is such a like,
touchy,
you know what I mean?
type,
it is.
yeah.
It's like, what do we do? Like, we can't, like he said, can we really just we can't, like, because like you said, look what it caused. It caused so many people so much, strife and struggle. And, some people are okay. A lot of, like we all say, like, we weren't hurting, we were still able to move on, but that's not everybody's story, and
there were so many eviction notices during the pandemic, during the shutdown, even here in Lucas County.
Yeah.
That people lost and even though there were delays in the courts, people still are on the wedge of losing their rental property, losing where they live, and you're talking about doing it again now. Let's look at the property owner. And this is the part that was just kind of gray. So if I owned a home, should I be considerate to you because I'm the homeowner and you're the renter?
That's why I feel like we should have.
It is.
We should have. If they do that again, we should have better resources. Because didn't you say something about people just wasting money?
Wasn't there? Yeah, and was there? I feel like I remember hearing something about like they were giving out kind of not like the PUA thing, but there was like a different set amount of money that had been put out for people who were like landlords or whatever, and they could like get like assistance, so that way they could give their tenants like,
we should have better funding, and then they
I feel like that should have happened for on top of, I mean, not in place of the stimulus, because I needed that stimulus, but no, I feel like they should have created some sort of thing, for property owners, like
Well, there were a lot of resources, but has taken place, and we'll have officials come in to speak about that so that we can hear what those that was actually involved in the decision-making process and those that was leading those here in the 419 to helping those homeowners and helping those that needed renters assistance or renters safety, because people were, when the courts opened back up, there were people who were at the mercy of being homeless.
Yeah.
So I do believe that we have to be in a situation where we hear both sides and do a case by case situation.
I feel like that should be like that too.
But yet it's still, don't knock me for being an owner.
Yeah, I
had a salon and we still have to pay our monthly rent too. So,
and hopefully you have a landlord, or if you have a property owner that is considerate and can afford to work with you. Because some landlords, now some is just messy. Some just being straight up petty. No, you got to pay me or you got to go. And then you have some that is, I will be mindful and try to work with you. Right. Which everybody, and that's what this pandemic and the COVID-19 has done. Mm-hmm. It has leveled the playing field that it don't matter what color you are, what gender you are, we all have experienced the pandemic. Yeah. So we all are asking for a little help, a little favor, a little assistance. So it's not just one population, one target population of people saying, man, my struggle is real. No,
Everybody
struggled in it. 2020.
Well, Brazy says, well, we have a lot of people getting these 10K loans who don't have tenants, employees, businesses, or any of that. And it is. And shout out to Marcus Hawkins, my boy. What's up, Marcus?
Hey.
He says properly regulated funding is also needed, and that's absolutely correct. Like I said, there was too many funds that went out, and I mean, how many we're hearing about all these fraud cases. It's like y'all there should have been a little bit more better requirements or some type of I don't know. I don't really know how that works. I guess I can't say because I'm not in that position, but I feel like Marcus, like there needs to be more properly regulated,
it definitely
funding.
Well, one of the things that people can say now is what should have been done beforehand. Yeah. But when you're going through that crisis,
and we can sit here and say it because we're not the ones that have to make them decisions, So hey, you don't know, and you're not the one in that has to make those decisions. You just don't never know what you would do.
Absolutely. And so again, those that are. And we don't want to take the conversation lightly. If you are struggling and need some help, hit us in the inbox or send us an email, and we'll see where we can reach out to some of our platforms and get you some assistance if that is the case. And if we do go into a shutdown, as Shay K said, what have you done so you're not in a position of failing for you and your family? What have you done?
What have you done?
Because you can either stay
put yourself in a better situation.
You can stay in that situation and still just gripe and complain and say, well, this wasn't this and this one. What have you saved some of your pennies to last you during the next shutdown? I know one of the things that I did is I cut back on buying so much fast food.
I wish I could do that.
I had to cut back because Shay was talking about my stomach.
So I eat fast food. Look,
well, I eat food fast and I eat fast food.
We see.
I don't eat a lot of fast food, but me and my kids eat out a lot, like a lot. And it's because I'm moving around so much that I just don't be having the time or energy to cook. So it's easier for me to just be like, okay, bump it, let's order in, My mom, she helps out a lot, though. My mom cooks a lot, but she's been out of town for the last week, so.
She kicking it.
Yeah, she chilling. She over there out in AZ with my sister Rachel. So she spent the holiday with them.
Shout out to them. Make sure they being safe and get home.
Yes. She'll be home in the morning.
One thing that we have to do, we have to go again, take a quick break. If you're interested in being a sponsor of the show, please send your information to riseandgrind@the419.com. Again, that's Rise and Grind. We'll make sure we put it in the comments. riseandgrind@the419.com. If you would like to be a sponsor, because we got some new sponsors coming underway. Thank you for supporting the 419 Grind Podcast Network.
Thank you. Go vote.
We are going to take a quick break. Some more good music. Also, if you got a good vibe, a good song for a morning show, send it in to us. Let's vibe with you. It's the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show, presented to you by the 419 Grind Podcast Network.
Hear me.
If you're tired of church as usual and you're looking for something invigorating, exciting with passion, then the Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, 3251 Glendale, is the place for you. We are a people that's determined to occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change. The only thing's missing is you. Meet us at 3251 Glendale Avenue as we continue to be relevant and occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change.
dreamed about you both day and night. Can't stop thinking about what we can have. I make mistakes, boy, but that's the past. Now I need something that's gonna last. Something that's better than sex. It's better than cashing a check. I wanna get lost in your love. I hope that you're giving it back. Don't you have me out here looking stupid? Cause I put my trust in Cupid. Fairy tales really don't exist anymore. But I got a fantasy for it. They say I lost my mind, but I can fantasize, can I? Fairy tales really don't exist anymore. But somehow I still believe in it. You said it's a waste of time, but I can fantasize, can I? I just want my night and it's shining on me. I'm your Cinderella, but time is not a problem. And I could be a queen, just don't bring me no drama. Need you to be a king, to take home to my mama. I know you see it in my eyes, baby. I promise that I'll never lie, baby. So I hope you ain't surprised, baby, by the way I fantasize. Fairy tales really don't exist anymore. But I got a fantasy for it. They say I lost my mind, but I can fantasize, can I? Fairy tales really don't exist anymore. But somehow I still believe in it. You said it's a waste of time, but I can fantasize, can I? Fairy tales really don't exist. But I can fantasize. Fairy tales really don't exist. But somehow I still believe in it. But I can fantasize.
This is another 419 Grind exclusive.
Rise and Grind morning show. Hey, Leah, who's grinding with us this morning? I see we got a few names on there.
Yes,
Who's
we got some new grinders. Well, I mean, new to me anyway. I haven't seen these names before. So shout out to Karen Taylor, Ferragamo, Eileen, Tony Bell, Kels. I've definitely seen you on here before. Shout out to you, Willie Sawyer is on here. Who else? My girl Breezy, of course. My boy Marcus, Apple. Shake Green, Jesse, of course, Aaron Walker. Who else we got on here? Fred Mayweather.
Why you do it?
I don't know. I just
I seen Nate was like, tell Leah stop smacking in the mic.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, but
how about this? Y'all like that?
No, but you know what? And again, I see our girl. Hey, Danielle Kish is on here. And again, my cousin
Larry
Tom.
Taylor.
When women smack their lips, I want to, yeah. Is that just like, second nature?
Thing.
That's what I was going to ask. Is it just like a natural thing? Because I noticed like, when y'all really get into a good juicy conversation.
Oh, we do. We go. Girl, let me tell you.
Yes, hold on.
Girl.
So that's just
That's a girl thing.
It's a girl thing.
Definitely a girl thing.
And again, so people might be like, man, what is the 419 Grind morning show? For those that's listening, if someone was to ask you, what's the morning show, Shay, what would you tell them the morning show is?
It's a vibe to get you started for your morning. Every single morning, you're going to expect the unexpected. You're going to expect to laugh. You're going to expect to hear some real facts. You're going to expect to find out resources that you might be looking for.
You might even cry.
Yeah.
You might even see somebody's son on here and get into a moment and cry.
What would be the morning show for you, Leah? What's the morning show for you? For those that's weighing in, we got first timers on here that never seen or heard anything about the #1 urban radio podcast show in the country. What is the morning show to you?
I got 3 words. A whole mood. Not a mood. A whole mood. This is just a whole mood here, you know? It just is. Like,
I like that. That's pretty dope. I was thinking about whole food for a minute.
Man, you know.
A whole food. No, but it is a mood. And what I like about it is that it is a variety of morning topics and relationships. We have real relationships with people from all over.
Yes.
We've had people call in from all over the country. saying that they're listening to us.
Man.
Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
And that's why it is so important that we work hard to be the best on-air personalities and talents, that when people talk about having a narrative that talks about us, we can't just be out here saying anything, because we are the ones that's creating the narrative.
That's right.
So
We the ones they talking about.
Period.
Right.
And so when you have an opportunity like that, I think, and I never want us to get to the point where we take that for granted, because you know how they say people just mess it up for other people. We are the ones that they're looking at to give off great information, to be the best on air. Ain't nobody else more beautiful than y'all two ladies on air.
Thank you.
Ain't nobody else looking handsome and
Big sexy.
Zaddy.
Chocolate.
Zaddy.
but with great confirmation, great energy, and we doing it with us right here. God has chosen us, ladies, to be a part of this. And again, we want to thank each and every last one. We want to thank our sponsors too.
Shout out to Mama Riley. She said the morning show is an open classroom.
Yeah.
I love that.
And Big Tree's the bad kid.
Right.
Shay, you've been on me today. Like, you've been, get it on,
Missed
Shay.
you. It's been 2 weeks almost. I missed you.
She was quarantining, y'all.
No, that is not the fact. He came with an itchy throat at first and got us all worried, so we have to go home.
Put you out there.
Like, really? Bitch, then they lie on the morning show. Like,
Look, and I'm over here like, whoa,
wait a minute, where this coming from? I just told you that we don't lie on it. She one of the ones throw you straight up under the
He's
bus.
still itching because using that detergent. That's why he was drinking the water too. That's why.
Yeah, she's going in on you.
Y'all see what we deal with right here on the morning show. If you're listening to us on iHeart, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Radio Public, Spotify, good morning. Thank you for grinding with us. It is crazy in the studio with Shay and Leah. Also, if you're celebrating a birthday, those are celebrating a birthday. Let's give a round of applause to all the folks celebrating a birthday. Because what I do know is that most people don't celebrate birthdays anymore. They celebrate the whole month.
Every
like
weekend.
the whole weekend is their birthday.
But this been a weird celebration for everybody with this COVID going on.
I can't tell. I saw your pictures.
Hey,
you look like you was.
You know they ain't never gonna stop shaking.
She was about to go there, y'all. So what did you do for your birthday this year?
You remember?
She twerked.
Yeah.
But we got new people weighing in listening. So what did you do for your birthday?
I just hung out with the family. It was light because usually I have a big game night, a big party. So like I said, with COVID, we really didn't do it that much. But I still made sure to left and the right.
Did you go anywhere?
I went to the agenda.
Okay. I didn't remember that.
You did.
I really didn't.
My birthday wasn't that long ago.
So anyway, Leah, what did you do for your birthday?
Oh gosh, I was pregnant and
When was your birthday?
I didn't do much.
When was your birthday?
It was right in the middle of the shutdown, so it was April 13th.
Okay.
So we were right in the middle of the shutdown. Actually, I was supposed to have my baby shower that weekend,
Okay.
and my baby shower had to get canceled. So that was like, yeah. So I didn't do anything. I was just in the house.
What you do for your birthday?
Well, my birthday isn't here yet, but it's coming
When's
up.
your birthday?
It was in January.
No, it wasn't.
When is your birthday?
He always changing up when his birthday is. Every single time I ask.
Because she be trying to go through your zodiac sign and all that.
I'll forget it.
My birthday.
You a Capricorn. We already know.
When is it?
So thank you for listening to the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show. Hit the love button, hit the like button, share this. I'm excited because we got a great week of guests. We got a great week of entertainment. Last week, Leah, I don't know about you, but I was still getting people weighing in with Daddy's Little Girl with the doll.
Oh, yeah.
I actually had a chance to go to Hot Box for lunch with our guest.
Oh yeah,
and
Lauren.
she saw that
Did
you
Z
had
meet you
ordered.
guys up there?
Huh?
Did Z come and meet you guys?
Z. Zara, yes, she did.
Okay.
So when you said Z, but no, the reason why I said that is because Z, A, B, Z, D, E, all of it. She went straight. She forgot all the letters. She went straight to Z. No, but
Z.
so our guest with Daddy's Little Girl, and if you don't know, please go to Daddy's Little Girl on all social media and look at that dial. But what happened was she was looking at some of those who had ordered from the show. And she has to ship a doll to AZ.
That's right.
I wonder who's going to...
Yeah, I ordered one for my niece. She's 5, and she's actually like learning. Well, I mean, I think she already knows her ABCs, but just she loves dolls, and so I sent that out to her to AZ. Yep.
And so she saw that I'm ordering one, and we're trying to reduce that shipping rate because you can still get it at a discounted rate. But I ordered one I have a new niece who is less than 6 weeks old, Leland Alexandria.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so
Proud
I'm big uncle. I'm a real uncle now because this is my sister.
When you gonna have your baby girl?
I'm not having no more. I get up out of there. I'm a
You done? That one, you want it done? You want it done?
Mama Riley, don't do that.
This is a New Year's baby.
I know. He a Capricorn.
See my auntie.
I think I remember hearing you say you were on the same day as my baby. The 3rd? Are you the 3rd? January 3rd?
He ain't gonna tell you.
I'm not telling you.
Mama Riley already told us enough. Thanks, Mama Riley.
You gotta tell us so we can get you a gift, Trees.
So, just FYI, since she said that, again, if you have an upcoming event and you need photos, you need a photographer, you need videographer, think about the 419 Media Group. We have all of your needs right here. And what's so unique about the 419 Grind podcast is that we have all the resources. I heard you saying that earlier, Shay. We have all the resources that we need to help our community. Yeah. That is so dope.
That is.
When was the last time our guest that came in on Friday? No, it wasn't Friday. It was Wednesday because we was off. We was enjoying the holiday.
Right.
When people come into the studio, Leah and Shay, people say, wow, I wish we had this when we was growing up.
Yeah.
That is so unique when we hear that. And I'm grateful that God has given us an opportunity to speak to the world.
Yeah.
Those that's listening and knowing that we have a platform to discuss things that matter to us. Just like some of the trending topics that you still want to talk about, Leah, like that $500 million that these folks didn't mess up.
Oh, goodness.
Man, we could have used that.
$5 million while we're talking about struggles and stimulus checks and people who are struggling through the pandemic.
Terrible.
My goodness. Trump and some guy named, what's his name? Something Fetterman, whatever his name is. They spent $5.5 million between the two of them to recount votes for the election. Fred Easterman. That's his name. Fred Easterman and Trump, they both paid $5.5 million between the two of them to recount votes. And then what ended up happening was those votes did get recounted, and what they realized was there was actually 87 more votes for Biden. So sorry, Trump, you lost. You spent $5.5 million.
That is crazy.
During a pandemic while people are literally losing their homes, losing their jobs, losing their businesses.
Losing their minds.
And you're spending $5.5 billion on a recount? And bro, you lost.
You double lost again?
You lost.
That is crazy.
Take one for the team.
You know what's interesting too is Trump has now said that he is not going to let Biden into the White House unless Biden can prove that he won the election.
And so what happens in a situation like that? Because we've never even heard of stuff like this. So like
everything that Trump is doing, we've never heard of.
Who can come get him though? Like, can the feds come get him? Like,
one thing about it, they gonna get his ass.
Okay.
We ain't got to worry about.
He ain't trying to go to jail. He knows he's trying to do everything in his power.
But y'all are right. We have never seen anything like that. Like
he been clowning.
Trump has said that he is not letting Biden in the White House unless Biden can prove
like it wasn't proven, and then you spent 5.5 to even reprove it.
He is a straight clown.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that was in certain parts of the country too. For that 5.5 for different states, because, and we're going to have some numbers here this week. There were actually more voters this election than it was for the President Obama.
Really?
In 2012, we saw more people out. And what was oddly enough here in Ohio had a few 100,000 more votes for Donald Trump.
Wow.
And you know what I think more so, and this is just my personal opinion, I think they're voting for the party, not the person.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I know about supporting your people are loyal to the cause. Like, Democrats gonna ride with the Democrats. Republicans are going to ride with the Republicans. So there's not, even if it's a bad person in office, they still going to ride with that party.
Mm-hmm. Also, too, though, like I've even seen people on social media and stuff like that, and just in listening to different conversations, I've heard several people say, like after those stimulus checks came out and stuff, like just talking about how like Trump ain't so bad now and this and that. And I really wonder like how many people voted for him now this time because,
to get another stimulus.
You know what I mean? Because they felt like, oh, he really did something, you know, by giving us those stimulus checks. Like, I mean, I would say there probably was a good percentage. I mean, it might have been a very small percentage, but in numbers, it could have been very well around 300,000, but it might have been like a 2% or 3% or whatever. I don't know. But I'm quite sure there's a small percentage of people who really voted for him this time because of, you know, what happened with the stimulus and
Absolutely.
whatever.
But you don't feel like whoever president was going to be, we was going to get a check?
Yeah, no, I don't, you know, but I think there are some people who really feel like, you know, he did something for us, you know what I mean? And it's, but whatever.
Well, there were more, surprisingly, there were more black votes for Trump and the Republican Party this election that was seen in previous elections. And a lot of them are saying that was stemming from those that got was able to receive some type of funding. If you went through the loans or if you received the CARES Act funding. So there was more black votes. And believe it or not, there were more black young males, African-American males that voted for Trump this election.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Than in the past. I think, what was that? One of the reality shows, the Braxtons. They have a clip that they're running right now, and one of them are saying, I voted for Trump. I'm supporting Trump. And the other one, the lady said, no, you ain't doing it. She's like, yes, I am.
What?
And so, again, it's some people will look at it, I was put in a better position during this time.
You know, I've heard a lot of people say, you know, judging between the two, like, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, pick the lesser of both, the evil or whatever. But a lot of people were in this state of mind of like, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know what to expect from Joe Biden, you know, at least we know what to expect with Trump, you know? And so, I mean, you know, some people feel that way.
And it's a reality for many. And we talked about this, Leanne. You actually posed a great question some time ago. You said, now that the vote is over with, the election is over, if you were president, what would you do?
Yeah.
So we talk about, okay, we see what's in the media, we see what's in the news. How does it change your life? How does it impact your life if you're going to weigh in on it? And those are just one of the things, again, that we talk about with a Variety Morning Show. I am just so glad that we have these different conversations to have conversations about, because I know you were writing down, in the media, we talk about the celebrity stuff. Mario is in the news.
Yeah, I can hear you. You know, Mario is usually known to be a lady lover, and you know, he's normally, you know,
expect the unexpected. Here we go, y'all.
He's normally, you know, well loved by the ladies.
I still love Mario.
I still love him. I love him because that was some real stuff that he said.
Yeah.
But he's receiving some flack from a lot of ladies who didn't appreciate some comments that he made on social media. And, you know, DeJuan, I definitely need you to lean up, and we're going to have you, you know, put your input in on this topic, you know, because this is one of your topics that you like to, you know, speak on. So Mario says, he speaks out on social media and basically said, you know, that women, there's two type of women, you know, there's women and then there's, you know, hoes. And he basically told the good women, he said, God told me to tell you good women that I feel like you guys are losing hope, and don't give up hope and quit trying to compete with these hoes, because they are in a lane all their own, you know, they're in a whole league, a whole nother league. Like, don't try to compete with them. You know what I mean? Just be who you are, be the beautiful woman you are, and don't try to compete with them. And then he said, FYI, hoes are also, you know, a good type of woman for a certain type of man. So he wasn't necessarily saying anything about, you know, negative about either or. He was just saying that there's two type of women in the world, and, you know, don't confuse them and don't get them twisted. And women, quit trying to compete with the hoes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're hoes, let them be hoes, and you be the beautiful woman that you are. So what are your thoughts on that, guys? I mean, I kind of know what your guys' thoughts on it are. I think I do. But what are your thoughts on that, Trace and DeJuan? What do y'all think about that? he's receiving some flack, I guess, because some ladies are taking offense to it.
And I feel like if you were a good woman, you should know what he was trying to say.
I don't take offense to it because I've been both, and you know, like I understand that, you know, it's real. That's real. They are two different type of people. You know what I'm saying? And you can't if you're a woman trying to be, you know, just being a woman, don't try to compete with the hoes. You know what I'm saying?
And what I believe, and again, I think it's what is being seen in the new social media is what people are trying to compete with.
I mean, you got to think like we're in this whole new generation of IG models and like models that are literally like, I mean, and I'm mad at them because they're coming up off the internet. You know what I'm saying? And they're, you know, if they're, no offense, twerking or, you know what I'm saying, shaking their ass or whatever the case may be, that's what people want to see. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I can sit here and have this video talking about these positive things and, you know, we're going to have, you know, maybe however many views. And now if I posted a video twerking with this tattoo on my butt, now I'm going to have, you know what I'm saying, tens of thousands of views. And that's just, I mean, that's where we are. We're in that day and age, you know, and it's hard to not want to compete with hoes. I'm sorry.
Let me get a little piece of that pie.
What you got to say?
Right, I'll wait for them. I'll wait to see what
so
they
one of the things that just makes you, and many people think like that. What's the short term and what's the long term?
Yeah, absolutely.
What you want in the short term?
What's your why?
What's your
do
why?
I just want a nut? Or do I love the butt? And there's a difference. And there's definitely a difference. Now, most of the time, when men go to strip clubs and go out, they just want to
make it rain.
And you know what? And I'll say this for a young brother that's listening and weighing in.
He got his pencil ready to take notes.
I can't wait to hear him talk.
Right.
A lot of men just want a woman who ain't gonna be no problem, right? Who ain't gonna be no mess, who ain't just give me what I want and go about your business. Do y'all know if you could have that person in your life, or that when you want it, like, I only want you when I want this, we ain't gotta talk and we going about our business. Some people just wanna operate in that space. Just give me when I want it, and you go, or women, just give you ain't gotta say nothing, just give me what you got when I need it and we're going about our business.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people end up wanting. Now, as you get older and you go through a pandemic and you go through not being with somebody, I'll
take it.
The toys only last for so long. Because sometimes you want to listen. Sometimes you want that warm body. You want to know somebody in the kitchen. You want to know somebody is around. Then just that get off. But the get off ain't bad now.
It ain't bad when the world operating, but now it's just you and the batteries ain't operating. Little Sally Walker, let me look at my phone.
Dewan, what you over there writing?
He write notes.
Sometimes if he ain't got nothing good to say, he got to articulate his thoughts because it isn't an emotional piece. It is feelings. There's no right or wrong.
And I love the cuddle.
Absolutely.
I hate being single.
I will say, just going back to the women versus hoes. Also, it's not a one-dimensional thing. Like, it's the same thing with men.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Men versus NIGGAs, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean that term with any race, you know what I'm saying? Because the NIGGAs are the ignorant motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So we talk about them.
Flashing that money.
So they're a totally different breed than men. You know, we can't put them in the same category either. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So, and what I will say is, men, stop trying to compete with these. You know what I'm saying? Like, be the man that you are.
So, and you know what? So you depicted a picture of hoes when you said those that's twerking or showing their ass or whatever the case may be. What is a depiction of a nigga and a man?
They flashing their money.
That's
chains
one.
And the cars.
Just being fraudulent. You know what I mean? You're a fraud. Like
no, but what does that look like though for you?
Oh well, I mean, it looks like.
So y'all saying something, but y'all not creating a picture.
I said the one with the chains, the money.
Well,
I know you did, Shay. I'm just asking. So what does a street nigga look like to y'all?
Well, as a former entertainer, I've come across a lot of different men. And so I'm not even just talking about a specific type. Like, they're not just street niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I've seen them in suits. You know what I'm saying? They act, you know, it's just all about, you know what I mean? So it's like, a man is a man who takes care of his family, is honest, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're, like you said, some people do just want to live in that space where, listen, I'm just looking for a hookup, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not looking for nothing serious. And if you can be real about that, like, that to me is a turn on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so wait a minute.
Be real about the situation.
Wait a minute.
It's a turn on when a man keeps it real and is honest. You know what I'm saying? No matter how that's going to make me feel. You know what I mean? Like,
so to that point, that could be it. That could be a street nigga or a regular person.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't.
That's what I'm saying. So what's the difference? Because for a man, y'all have given a very clear picture of a woman and a hoe. A hoe, y'all said, is like a stripper, got her ass out, tattoos,
or might be a prostitute or whatever.
So we go straight. We see that. What you're saying now?
Okay, so
it's almost like camouflage or a chameleon.
But see, that's why I said the flashing.
It's the same men who are out here dealing with the hoes, who are trying to pretend like they, don't, like, they'll talk about hoes and they'll be like, oh, these hoes this, these hoes that. Y'all women need to be doing this. You're the one that's out here chasing hoes, because I see you on every hoe's, post and likes and loves, but
that's a whole conversation right there.
Saying, you know what I'm saying?
Just because they on the put that.
No, it's not just that. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, if. I don't know, it just be fraudulent. If you're a fraudulent person, you know what I'm saying?
So yours is fraudulent. Yours is a fraudulent person.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Shay, a nigga, and a man for you?
So just like the women that we said, the hoes has got their ass out and they twerking and doing this. The street niggas got the money, the flashing, the cars, and all that. That's what I feel like the street niggas is.
Wait. Be that just because he got money.
I mean, because I know a few street dudes who are some real men. You know what I mean? So that's why I said, like, I don't think that I don't want to necessarily put it on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do know some real street dudes that are real good dudes. You know what I'm saying? So
we ain't saying anything. It's some good hoes too, right?
Well, right, but we're saying that there's a difference between niggas and men, and there are. You know what I'm saying? So just because the dude, well, yeah, and you may think that. Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't think that just because the dude is a street dude that makes him you know what I mean, not a good man. You know what I'm saying? I think there are some men out there who are street dudes and they're good men, genuinely. You know what I'm saying? So
we didn't say if they were good or bad, because a hoe ain't got to be bad. We just saying, so we ain't saying good or bad. So you saying we said what was the picture of a hoe? When we think of a hoe, that's what we think of. So when I say a street nigga, that's what I think of. I wasn't saying whether they was bad or not.
Right.
I know some good street niggas too, but we're just saying as women, that's what we see. The street niggas are flashing the money. They are having the cars. They just acting wild and reckless. Like, that's the vision that I get from that. And then a good man, we can see the business suits, but like you just said, you see business suit men that can be fraudulent. But we're just saying with the pictures
who ain't no better than the niggas. You know what I'm saying? So
you get what I'm saying?
And that's, again, so somebody that's just joining the conversation, this is a variety show. We talk about content that relates to us, that is for us. That's why we are the #1 urban radio podcast show in the country, because this is real conversation with real people and what we see in many of our communities. And I really think that we can really indulge in this conversation. When we get to talking about perception.
Yeah, because that is really what it boils down to.
Because I know some good guys, they fraudulent for real, but you gotta know the real them.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I said for me it's fraudulent, because I know some men out here who are portraying themselves as good men that want a relationship. I'm looking for a wife. I'm ready to settle down, but you out here
acting like a street nigga.
Yeah. So boy,
please,
fellas, y'all done ran these sisters ragged.
I'm just saying, but we gonna pivot. What's up, DeJuan?
Do you think the percentage, like if you look at percentages, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the dude in the suit, would you and his chances of being a good guy better? You think it's better, or is just the
listen? I don't put nothing past none of them.
You would think.
The things I've seen,
but you just never know until you know that real person. Just like you know some fine IG models and they sleeping on a bed. On the back spring on the floor. So,
or just like that post I seen on Facebook, some dude said, you'd be surprised how many women behind them pretty pictures, they thing ain't cool. They thing ain't together.
Yeah, so you just never know.
You never know.
You just never know.
Like, perception.
It's all about perception.
One thing I will say as we kind of make a shift on that conversation is nothing is perfect.
Yeah.
You're going to learn. Knowing every relationship that you deal with somebody, it's a learning piece.
Yeah,
don't get mad when it don't go, and that's the part that's very difficult to deal with relationships.
You know what I've learned from you in these past few months that we've been doing this show together?
What's that?
And all these relationship talks that we've talked about is the expectation piece. Like that, I really took heed to when we had that conversation that day, and you was like, the problem is women, a lot of times you women, y'all have these expectations, you know what I'm saying? And us as men, we just don't think like y'all think, we not moving like y'all move. So it's like y'all have these expectations, and you know what I'm saying? And then you're disappointed, you know, when things don't go, you know, when it didn't work out the way you thought it was, or when I wasn't who you thought I was going to be, or whatever the situation may be. That spoke volumes to me. And so, you know, that was like something that I took away, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I like that.
So one of the reasons I say that is you got to protect your disappointment.
Yeah.
Because if you make a choice, DeJuan, Leah, Shay, if you make a choice to deal with somebody, be that confident person to say, I dealt with that. Do you know how bad you sound when you talk about the person you dealt with?
Yeah.
It's like airing out our laundry, talking about our family. Man, my family, man, they make me mad, man. My family dirty. My family don't live. Bro, that's your family. So what they got to, so now when something go wrong and you do something to somebody else, they look at you like, well, I should have listened to you because you said you came from that type of a family.
Yeah.
So you got to watch what you say, and you got to be confident enough to say, if I chose to deal with that person, that's what I chose to do.
Right.
Yeah.
It was ugly. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Man, just think about how many people we done dealt with that we done learned so much from.
That's true.
Just like we know what we ain't gonna deal with.
Yeah.
Right.
Leah, y'all know y'all ain't gonna deal with no fraudulent brother. Or I know where to put you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Now, I will say this, because some of us is real good, so don't get
They are.
But women aren't. And you know what? And I gotta give credence to the woman. Man, y'all can be so slick, and we will never know. Expect the understand, and then what happens is we don't know how to handle that.
Oh yeah,
and so we get crazy, and we do all these crazy things. And so I will say this again: protect your disappointment. Don't put such a expectation on the relationship. I don't care if it's professional, if it's a friend, if it's that person can't have flaws because they gon' F up.
Yeah.
And then do you still want to deal with them when they F up?
Yeah. That's so interesting that you're talking about that, because I had a conversation with an old friend of mine yesterday, and you know, I said, we were talking, and the person was like, you know, whatever we're talking about. I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, you be acting real fake sometimes. Like, sometimes you act like we cool, and then other times you act like we not cool. And like, I don't got time to deal with that fake shit. Like, if you gonna act like that, then I'm just not gonna be cool with you at all. You know what I'm saying? And he said the same thing you said, basically, essentially. Like, you know, it's not even about that. It's just like, I feel like people be having these expectations, and then sometimes, you know, like, you gotta understand, I might be in a mode, or I might be having a day and whatever. And I was like, you know what? I didn't really think about that. That is true. You know what I'm saying? So, and then people are like me. They're bipolar. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, one day I'm having a good day. The next day I might not be having a good day. It's nothing against
So that's
you
why,
personally.
Leah, we have to love you for you. Knowing that.
And we also have to communicate that too.
Yeah.
I get that with the expectation thing too, but some people will say what they're going to do and then you don't do them.
Yeah,
That's
now communication, but understanding, because we can communicate, like Leah just said, and she shares this with us and she shares it with the world, that she has been diagnosed with being bipolar. Now, I can hear that, but do I know how to receive that?
Yeah. Right.
That's a whole new another thing. And then now she is back in a situation where, well, I already told you this and you didn't hear me. I heard you, I just didn't know how to deal with you. So
you're like, I heard it, but I couldn't even imagine that this was what was.
But get expectations. On my good days, it's gonna be. On my bad days, it's gonna be that too. So it's a thing with expectations.
Yeah.
Don't put imaginary expectations on people.
Yeah.
But if we've been already talked and I done already told you what I'm looking for, then I expect you to follow through what you done already told
but what if
me.
I mess up in that expectation?
That's okay. You already said that
And
you
be
might do
willing
that.
to acknowledge that, though. Don't sit up and act silly.
change it.
Don't sit up and act silly.
I hate when people apologize about stuff and they still do it. A real apology is change behavior.
Yeah.
Don't keep apologizing if you're not even going to change
accountability.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what we have right here on the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show. Hey, we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to wrap up the show. We're going to tell you about what you can expect for tomorrow on this week's show. It is the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show with Shay K.
Hey.
And Leah Renee.
Hey.
And Mr. Hear Me. And our executive intern.
Doing.
So what?
If you're tired of church as usual and you're looking for something invigorating, exciting with passion, then the Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, 3251 Glendale, is the place for you. We are a people that's determined to occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change. The only thing's missing is you. Meet us at 3251 Glendale Avenue as we continue to be relevant and occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change.
This is another 419 Grind exclusive.
That's right. It's the all-new Rise and Grind morning show presented to you by the 419 Grind Podcast Network. It's Monday, and I had to say we had a ladies, we had a variety conversation from mass to hygiene. It was a melting pot of conversations on the morning show. And again, want to thank all of our grinders with us. Hey, Jay, what's up, Trav? Want to thank those that's been grinding with us. We got to get out of here, but want to thank our sponsors, Lima Humidop, Hotbox, and we got more to come. And I'm just excited to be back in the studio with y'all. Just great conversation with beautiful women with real issues, with real concerns.
Real life issues. We're going to work through them
and
together.
Real life, too. This ain't fake.
Real life.
Like Leah said, you get what you get. And we are working to be the best duo, the best podcast show to represent not just us. We represent a culture, as Jeezy and Gucci Mane say.
Right.
This is a podcast culture. I heard, like what you said earlier, Leah, it's a whole mood. Shay, you said it's a whole vibe. So what is the vibe with It's Okay with Shay today on a Monday?
Yes, it seemed like I always pick good ones that we talked about. So you were talking about being confident. So this one says, be so confident about God's plan that you don't get upset anymore when things do not go your way.
Oh, wait.
Y'all not be on point.
You gotta read that one again. You gotta read it but you gotta read it with some, like you reading to your kid. Read with some personality.
Okay, here I go.
That girl read it, she was like, the dog said roof, the cat read. Read with some personality.
Here I go. Okay.
So this is the affirmation for today.
Yes.
On Monday. November 30th, the day before the first.
Yes.
It's the first of the month.
You definitely need some confidence.
We gotta do that one tomorrow.
Okay.
Be so confident about God's plan that you don't even get upset anymore when things don't go your way. How did that sound?
Now that voice was right. Like you couldn't even get mad in that voice. Like,
I've been practicing.
Are you mad? No, I'm not mad.
I've been practicing.
I love it.
I was making some useful time out of my time at home.
And that was so dope.
Yes.
I like that.
Make sure you get your 419 Grind t-shirt, your hoodies.
Yeah.
Join them online. Thank you to our executive team, Victor J. Coleman, Jesse Coleman, our executive interns. Leah.
Yes.
It just feels good. You know how people always used to say, like, I hate Monday. No, you know why it's a great Monday? Because it's a Monday that we never seen before.
Yeah.
And we set the tone for your week. Have
another
a great
opportunity at life.
Yes. And good luck this week on some of those things that you got going on in school related.
She got her finals going on.
Yeah, man.
I want to salute so many of the young folks. Yes, somebody loves you on right here, the 419 Grind. All those virtual learners. My son, your kids, to our virtual learners. And I will say this to the parents that's doing the virtual learning, please get your kids involved in some type of activities to counter the sitting in front of the computer. Get them involved in some type of skill activity that's hands-on, because we're talking about a generation, a future generation. If we do not do it as parents, we cannot blame anybody but us.
Right.
Don't just have our kids sitting in front of the computer, and then when they get off the computer, we give them no practical activities to do.
Yeah.
Clean up, have fun, build something, get some Legos, get them involved with some type of labor skill.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
Preferably running so they don't get fat.
And that's a great point.
He is.
I got mine on the tee.
Keep them active. If that means you have to get out and get some video games or get some, you got the Fire Stick, you got all these different, get some workout things. Keep the kids active, and don't blame the schools ain't this, the schools ain't that. No,
school ain't even in play
have
now.
to keep your child active.
Yes,
People
absolutely.
just go outside and throw the football with my granddad used to just go outside and throw the football.
I know, ain't that sad that people don't do that no more?
And especially in a time like this, and you have to And I say this as a parent myself. I have to make sure I don't get lazy in being active with my son, with my nieces and my nephews and my little cousins. So don't get your lazy ass up. Do something with your child, your niece and nephew, because 10 years from now, don't blame it on the system, the pandemic didn't do this and we couldn't do this. When you couldn't get your butt up to go walk down the street, it's snowing today. Shovel snow, man. Did y'all shovel snow?
Yes, back in the day. Absolutely.
Back hurt.
Snowsuit on and 12 layers of clothes on under. My
mom was a single mother. She only had daughters, and she was at work all the time. So me and my sister had to shovel. We had to rake. We had to do all that. I learned how to change a tire when I was 14. Like, my mom didn't play.
And so to all the beautiful women and the handsome men, thank you for grinding with us again. We show love to everybody. This is what you call a real live show with real people, with two of the best beautiful women on the camera.
Thank you.
I'm popping, y'all don't even know. I got Leah and Shay. It's all good. And this has been the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show, presented to you by the 419 Grind Podcast Network. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we have a very special guest coming on the show tomorrow. And as Leah, you always say,
until next time.